Facebook under fire this morning over a new report about the company sharing your information.
Unfolding
with
scandal
Apple,
with a political data firm, Cambridge
The key thing is that he
Analytica.
appears before people where he doesn't have control of the situation.
Violations of children's privacy laws.
Target ads.
Revelations that the personal data of users was
Regulators say that YouTube
misused.
illegally collected data.
People who say they don't care about privacy because they've got nothing to hide haven't really thought too deeply about the issues, because what they're really saying is that I don't care about this right. When you say I don't care about the right to privacy because I have nothing to hide, that's no different than saying I don't care about freedom of speech because I have nothing to say, or freedom of the press because I have nothing to write.
In late 2013, a young man named Edward Snowden released thousands of classified NSA files to the public, causing widespread confusion and panic.
Data is the new commodity, right? It's more important than gold and more important than land and any other element that used to be the standard money, cash. Data is it.
Well, I think privacy issues in the last decade have certainly become more sensitive. I think people are more aware today.
They have access to a lot of data on our phones and a lot of data on our computers. They can see where you are based on what you're posting, depending on what the settings are on your photos. They know exactly where you are based on geolocation. They might know information around your habits regarding purchasing, where you might go to work out, what you bought on Black Friday. All of those things are open game.
Snowden revealed to the public that their information on multiple websites and applications, such as Twitter and Facebook, was being shared with the government, and that their calls, FaceTimes, emails, and personal information was being carefully monitored by the government as well.
Now, you might think, well, no big deal. Who cares? Who cares that I'm watching Netflix at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, right?
According to a 2014 Fortinet study, 18% of respondents said they were only worried if personal information was shared with marketers. 19% of respondents said they were not worried at all.
A recent event with Facebook during the 2016 presidential elections showed how Facebook used and sold the private information of its users to third-party consumers, and, with the information, the third-party consumers had spread targeted political ads designed to polarize voters and sway consumers in one direction or the other.
They're taking all of that data and building profiles that then generate ad dollars that then influence public behavior. As an example, they ran targeted ads on Facebook in 2014 and 2015 that literally changed an election.
It has the ability to undermine who we are as a society, and it has the ability to undermine how we function as a democracy and how we function in our everyday lives.
It's not about selling soap. It's not about selling Teslas. It's about changing behavior. And changing behavior generates dollars for all kinds of people out there.
But not all is doom and gloom. Recently, California passed the California Consumer Protection Act, a law that creates new consumer rights and helps protect our rights on the internet, particularly when it comes to what companies can access and what they can do with our information. The European Union has also passed similar laws to protect consumer rights. However, the US federal government has not.
What we can do as a society is we can continue to pursue opportunities for legislation and for laws that protect our privacy rights. I think that that is the strongest thing we can do, is hold the businesses accountable. And California has done a great job recently. We have a new law coming out that goes into effect in January that's supposed to protect consumer rights. When a business, like an internet service provider or an app that's free, relies on your personal information for their marketing and their money and their business's growth, it's very difficult.
More importantly than my waiting for the government, every single one of us can actually change our privacy settings on our devices.
In order to protect our rights in the future, we must fight for more internet laws and rights. There have been many instances in which the public fought for certain human rights, and it's time we added internet privacy to the list.
I would recommend that every single one of you go through your privacy settings on your phones, go through your privacy settings on your devices, on your gaming consoles, PS4s, Xbox Ones, etc., and make sure that you have it set so that you are comfortable with the amount of information that you are allowing these companies to have.